everybody, my name is Erin. Welcome to this video. Today I'm doing a Lolita fashion get ready with me, and I wanted to talk a little bit about what I wish I had known before I got to Lolita fashion. So let's go. So first things first, I'm gonna throw my hair back and we are going to lose the glasses, which means I now can't see anything, but thankfully I have things in front of me for once. So you're gonna have to see my notes because, oh yeah, okay. So one thing that always gets me is that there's a lot of people who consider Lolita a luxury fashion, and I can't say it's not true because, I mean, Lolita's expensive, and while I do plan to make it more accessible for you guys by trying to do sewing tutorials and things like that, it can be a lot. It's always bothered me though that like people will try to find cheaper options, which I will talk about a little bit later, but you know, it's just, it feels gatekeepy, and I hate to think that because I am sure that Lolita fashion is interesting to a lot of people, but I would hate for them to get scared off of it because people can be jerks. And obviously I'm not talking about the whole basket here, just a few bad apples, but it's just, I don't know, it bothers me. I wish that, I mean, it's pretty much like any other community, I suppose. It is not unfriendly, but depending on where you go, you're gonna find a lot of different people. And by that, I mean, don't go on Reddit because it's not that terrible, but it's not great. Never go into Ruffle Chat, just listen, like never do it. Don't even open it, don't look, don't do it, because it is a terrible place. But besides that, besides that, it's an okay community. I've, in person, only met nice people. I have heard from others that that is not a universal experience. But, you know, I mean, I really guess it's just like any other community. Cosplay is the same exact way. You're gonna find people who are really nice and welcoming, and then you're gonna find people who only care about themselves and how they look and what they do, and they try and put other people down, which certainly happens. And I guess it's just really the same for Lolita. But still, calling it a luxury fashion and saying that if you can't afford it, you can't do it is, yeah, like I said before, it's just really gatekeeping to me. I understand it's an expensive fashion. You can do it pretty cheaply. And it's just something that I wish people wouldn't be so harsh about. So going into that, we've talked a little bit about price, but it's definitely really important because price, like I said, Lolita's expensive. It can be cheap, but for the most part, it's really not. And, you know, an explanation of those prices quickly would be that a lot of Lolita, especially popular brands that are from Japan, are made with really high quality materials as well as made by very skilled workers. For the most part, they don't overproduce them, which means that not only are you buying something that is well made, you're also buying something that has limited stock. So your chance, you can find other people that have the same dresses as you, not so difficult. You can find them pretty okay, but for the most part, there's a limited number on what's made, and that's why it's so expensive. Western brands can be more affordable sometimes, actually, and I tend to like their stuff more. And when I say that, I'm talking about brands like Peppermint Fox, Violet Fane, Lady Sloth. They're all really amazing, and I'll have to remember to put down the links in the description. But at the same time, you know, you do have to reconcile with yourself that you're going to be paying close to $200 for a new dress that just came out, even with an indie company. And I can't afford to drop that kind of money a lot, which means I go onto the secondhand market, which is another thing that I wanted to talk about. Yes, cool. I'm on track. Secondhand market. So, I primarily use Lace Market. You can find things on eBay. It's not a great idea to go on eBay, because that's where you come into the whole world of replicas. Replicas are bad. It's kind of like buying a knockoff of something, but like if you get a knockoff Gucci purse, who cares? If you get a knockoff Angelic Pretty dress, the entire community cares. Some people don't. I wouldn't be rude about it, but I would never want to have a replica. I was gonna say tacky. They undermine all of the work that a lot of big companies do. And, you know, when I say big company, it's a bigger brand, but even then, it's not like it's universally known. It's just one of those things where it's like, I guess you do it out of respect, but also, you will have a lot of people on your butt if you go and knowingly own and wear a replica. And, you know, things to keep out for those is, for one thing, a lot of times they'll be on eBay. Sometimes they say that they are replicas, sometimes they don't, oftentimes they don't. And it's just something that you need to learn to look out for. But the secondhand market, Lace Market, can be really helpful. Personally, I always have trouble finding blouses, which I would again steer you towards Lady Sloth if you live in the West, because you can get a nice chiffon blouse made for like $45 and then like $6 shipping. So you might be thinking like $51 for a blouse, and you're like, that's kind of cheap. Not cheap, but it's not the most expensive thing that you could ever get. And believe me, they're out there, because I have seen dresses go on Lace Market for over $700. And you might be thinking, that's insane. And if you're new, yeah. If you're not, it's still a little bit insane, but I kind of understand it. Rules. There are rules in Lolita fashion. It's, I mean, it is what it is. It's just, you know, I mean, saying rules makes it sound really strict. It's a fashion, and like all other fashions, it has staples that always go with it that make it part of that fashion. So that's what I mean by rules. You know, a normal, like, coordinate would be a head accessory, like a hat or a hair bow, Casey, whatever. And you know, accessories, the blouse, the JSK, the petticoat, the socks or the tights, the shoes, all of that good stuff. So there's like basic templates, and then you can do what you like inside of those. However, some people see the rules and then break the rules. And the thing about breaking rules is that you need to know them before you break them. So a lot of times when new people come in and they post their first coordinate and maybe it doesn't look too hot, then, you know, you'll encounter being called Ida, which is an insult It comes from the end of Lolita and then the word itai, which is Japanese for ouch. So like when something is ita, it's like painful to look at. And so, that sounds so mean and I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's like that for some reason. It's really weird. I wonder if I want to go hot pink or this is a really bright pink. The dress I'm wearing today is pastel, so we'll go with just the regular blush. But I might pack a lot of it on. We'll see. But yeah, there's obviously going to be things that you need to go with that will make an outfit Lolita. And it's even down to like the petticoats. Like if you have a square dancing petticoat, it's not going to work for Lolita. If you have a certain type of dress, all petticoats are not always going to work because there are different shapes of petticoats, like A-line and cupcake and bell, I believe. But, ooh, we're going hard on it today. But yeah, it is what it is. And I won't say that people will get mad at you for breaking the rules, but people will come up to you and tell you it's not Lolita. And that can be frustrating to hear. But at the end of the day, concrete is concrete, and it might not seem very nice, but it's good to look at what people say and decide if you feel like it really applies to you. It's nothing that people really need to take into account, because sometimes people get bad concrete, okay? But it is what it is. Concrete can be very harsh and blunt. I've been on the receiving end of that plenty of times. But at the end of the day, it really helped me become a better person with Lolita and also with my shop, because I've mentioned it before, but I have a jewelry shop that makes mostly Lolita style and Oji style jewelry. And when I first started making it, I put it up in a Discord, and I was told right off the bat that it looked super cheap and flimsy. And of course it hurt. But at the end of the day, I looked at the concrete, I looked at what I made, and she was right. It was made out of wire that pulls apart really easily. I was definitely not as clean about wire work as I am now. But I mean, at the end of the day, it made me a better artist. And it made me more successful in my jewelry making endeavors. So, I mean, I'm kind of thankful for it, but it's still not the best thing to get. You know? Okay, so I'm finally going to do my eyeliner, and I'll probably have to cut some of this out because I'm really bad at talking while I do eyeliner. Whew. But yeah, things are just a lot. Concrete. We talked a little bit about concrete. It stands for constructive criticism, and like I said, it can be really harsh. It's hard. You know, you really just need to steel yourself and decide what works best for you. I left my highlighter down here. It's pink. But concrete is just, you need to learn how to accept it. It's not always very nice, and it can pinpoint things about an outfit that you might really like. But at the end of the day, it's advice, and sometimes it's crappy. Other times, they've got a point. So it really, like I said before, it just depends on how you can take it and how you can apply it to what you do. Some people are really nice about concrete, especially if... So, not another thing that I wish I knew, but another thing that I wish I knew why. Lolitas use Facebook a lot. And I'm not the biggest fan of Facebook. It comes off as like an old person social media to me, which isn't the nicest thing I could ever say, but you know, it's just weird that that's where a lot of the activity is. But what was I talking about? God, I hate ADHD. Oh, there's groups on there that can help you. So for one example, I think it's Big Sisters of Lolita Fashion. There's a lot of really nice people there who, you know, deal with new Lolitas all the time. And while they not exactly get snippy, but like, they will get annoyed kind of if you ask a question that everybody has asked before. And by that I mean they have a search function and they have certain things pinned, and I think they put it in a Google document now. But you can go there and ask like about certain things, like what cut should you get, or you know, colors, where you can get things, where you can find reputable links to different websites and different resellers and stuff like that. And so, you know, it's a friendly place. There's also Closet of Frills. I believe they just changed their name recently, but I don't remember what it is. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't recommend posting there unless you've been doing it for a while and you've really built up a coordinate that you're really happy with. But, you know, it's always good to watch other people and see what they do. What do we got next? Lolita versus cosplay. This is a really big thing. So I got into cosplay when I was a lot younger. I was like 11. I was also interested in Lolita fashion at the time. However, I had no clue where to find actual Lolita dresses, and I thought that replicas were the real deal. Thankfully, I never bought one, because I probably would have gotten shredded to bits, and I would not have taken it well, because 11-year-old me was very sensitive. But, you know, it's one of those things where you just grow and you learn as you go. What am I even looking for? Brow pencil, right. There we go. You know, it's just... Lolita makes a really big point that it is not costumey. And cosplay inspired Lolita is really a thin line that you're walking on there. Cosplaying in Lolita is not what really anybody would consider Lolita. So if it has cosplay in it, it's pretty much considered cosplay. And while I think it's fine for something to be inspired by a character or something like that, especially with some of the dresses that are out there, considering they're like Disney collaborations and Sanrio collaborations, even like Magical Girl, like one of my favorite dresses ever that I probably will never own. But it's a dress by Hanuli. I'm not really sure if I'm saying her name right, but she was a indie Korean designer, I believe. And she had a dress that had Magical Girl wands all over it. And I remember at my very first tea party, which was the very first time I ever wore Lolita anywhere. Not my best choice, but moving. One of the girls at my table, who was like a leader of one of the comms there, was super nice, and she was wearing this beautiful pink, I think it was an OP, a one piece. And it was just so pretty, and it had Magical Girl wands all over it, and I was just enamored with it. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to get it, but God, it's gorgeous. I'll have to put a picture in. But, you know, I mean, it's a fine line. Fetishization. We get to talk about that now. Ooh. Okay, so people on the internet love stealing things from other people, right? That's accepted. Well, I mean, not accepted, but it's generally accepted to be a thing. And people, especially in the kink community and the DDLG community, I'm not broad statementing here. There's plenty of them that do it correctly and that don't steal from Lolita fashion or culture. But I'm with them in the fact that I don't want my picture stolen and then used for like some RP between two people who are calling each other like baby girl or daddy. Like, that's not what I want my pictures used for. It's nothing that would ever be given permission to use. And people will use them anyway. And so you have to deal with the fact that they're relating to your face. And I might bleep that out. But like, it's just so gross. I did not consent to any of that, which means I should not have to deal with it. But here we are talking about it. Also, like, it's fine if you're a kinky person. There's plenty of them in the Lolita community, but they know to keep things separate. And it's kind of the same way with cosplay. You just keep the things separate. You walk a thin line. I've seen some people use harnesses as fashion, and lately that's been kind of getting into Lolita, so that helps a little bit. But, you know, it's just... it's better to keep separated. Like, big time. I think we'll go with this one. Oh yeah, we love a good sparkly pink. You know, actually with that on, I want more blush. But yeah, things can be wild. Yeah, that's about it. Those are the things that I wished. I wouldn't have known. It's definitely something to ponder about, decide if that's a deal breaker for you or not. I don't really think any of those really are. Whew. Let's see, where's my other brush? That one's for bronzer, which I never use unless I'm cosplaying. Here we go. That should be fine. Let's see what everything looks like together and if I feel like a clown. On camera looks fine. And yeah, that's pretty cute. Doesn't really pick up all the blush I'm wearing, but that's okay. I am going to get changed and then go through accessories with you guys and then we'll be done. So I'll be right back. And I'm back. So, I never know what to do with my hair. When I was younger, I cut it all off because I just didn't do anything with it, and I decided having it shorter would be good. And during my baby butch phase, you know, that was good. But we're back into femme for a bit, at least, like a year. So, I still don't know what to do with my hair. So usually, I just let it down. But it makes me sad because I always want to do more things here. Like, I have brooches that I'll use, or clips, or pins. But it's just, I have no clue what to do with my hair. But as usual, I normally wear a beret with this just because it makes it a little bit more casual. I'm still also really bad at putting these on. They never want to stay. There we go. What else? This blue matches pretty good, and it's going to be separated enough from the dress that I can wear it and it won't seem weird or anything. There we go, tiny little bow. And then I have a headbow that I made, but that's a bit too much. And then I love using this clip. I got it from a con and I feel so bad because I don't remember who did it. I feel like a bad buyer. Because I just always feel like I should be keeping things right. That's kind of cute. Most of the time I put it right here. But I kind of like it. Let's try it. I don't know if I'm feeling it. Maybe if I put all of my hair to one side, and then just slip that right there. Oh yeah. It covers it up a bit, but it feels weird not having my hair in front. Okay. We have some other hair accessories, but I don't know if I need them. Since berets are pretty casual. I'm gonna bring the bow down a little bit more. Sure, we'll keep it. I don't hate it. I just don't know if I like it. Help me out in the comments so that if I make this cord again, I'll know whether to wear it or not. Then earrings. I keep all of my Lolita accessories in bags in my office, workroom, and it just makes things easier. I don't normally, I mean, I will wear some of these out just in general, but it's really easy because then I don't have to go everywhere and constantly like look for things in places I know that they aren't at. So I have some really cute little earrings with strawberries. These were bought from a con as well. I also don't know who made those. But I got them from the dealer's room, so they might just be like a Taobao thing. And then I really love these. And they go pretty well. This is the fun part about having several piercings, is that you could wear several pairs of earrings. So we'll try those out. I want the dangly ones. We'll do them down here first. Whoop. again, tell me what you guys think. But I will go for it for now. I really don't have to put them on this ear just because I hardly ever don't have my hair there unless my hair is completely up. But I really love wearing multiple pairs of earrings, especially when it comes to Lolita, because then I don't have to choose which one or the other. I just get to wear them all. And I've done that in a couple of coordinates. I had Bodyline's military suites for a while. I still do have it, but at the time it was in black, and now I own it in pink. But with that one, I would wear several different earrings just because there was so much going on in the print that would let me do that. Whew. Yeah. And then rings. So this one does have strawberries on it, so I will use the strawberry ring I made. So we'll put that one right here. And then I also have a little macaron with a rose on it. And it's not the quite same blue, but like the bow, far enough that I don't have to really worry about it. Let's see. Doesn't really fit. This could probably work. It's one of my Pride bracelets. It's the lesbian one. I love the colors. The funny part is that I don't know if I'm a lesbian anymore, but that's a topic for another time. What else do we got? That's Halloween. That's way too orange. That's another earring. Part of me thinks this could work, but I think it's really just that I want it to work, and it doesn't. Let's see. Nope. Ooh! Can't forget Hello Kitty. I wear this one for almost every single coordinate I do, as long as it's sweet or it like fits in. But I just really love Hello Kitty, which you can tell because there's a giant one behind me, and behind the camera there's another giant one. My parents get me those for like every major holiday pretty much, and I really like them. I'm also gonna use a little Sailor Moon inspired ring. I made this one a little while back too. And then we have roses, but I am probably sufficiently wearing stuff. Ooh, there's also the Baby the Starshine Bright necklace. Let's see. So I was gonna wear one that I made. There's also just a chain in there. I was gonna wear one that I made, but I could probably just wear both. This necklace I got at the Acon 2019 tea party. It was the very first one that I ever wore Lolita to, and it was really cool, and I made a lot of friends, but they're all adults, and I'm an adult too, but like I'm used to people in their like early 20s, and I was lucky enough to meet some older Lolitas who were really kind and helped me out a lot. So maybe we can put that one back in. And I also, yeah, why not? That fits pretty well. So we'll wear another one that I made. It's got little heart beads on it. It's my favorite. They're so pretty and sparkly. And then cue me having to constantly try to get it on. Yeah, here we go. I got it. Finally. Okay. More necklaces and rings and stuff. So let's see. Ooh, that's right. I have glasses chains. I tried them on with this coordinate before. It's not like they don't work, but I think it's just too much. The colors do match pretty well though. think we have enough going on. But I definitely want to put these in more coordinates. They're really cute. They're red and pink, and then they have little strawberry charms. I actually never even thought about making glasses chains, but I got a commissioner who wanted some, and it like totally changed my life because I love these things. They're amazing. Let's see. No, there's not really any brown in this, and the cream would work better with something ivory or something like that instead of, it's kind of creamy in the dress, but not quite. Let's see, this one, ooh, it's purple. This one too. This one matches a lot better, actually. Let's see if I can let's see if I can wear both. Okay. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, that's as good as that'll get. Wish it could be a little bit. I should probably actually make these longer. We'll see. And then it's a little rosette. Too peachy. Ooh, I have one over there. I'll be right back. It's got a donut with little pearls on it. And a little dangly heart. And it's pink and purple, which works great. Oh, but it doesn't have a clip on it. Let me see what I can do. It's got a pin, and thankfully it's locking, so I don't have to worry about much. Okay, I might actually take this one off the shop because it's super cute. I really think that might be it. Ah, how pretty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for coming with me. I hope that maybe this might help you a little bit to think about what you might want to know before you get into Lolita. And if none of this is new news to you, well, thank you for watching this far. And I will definitely take concrete on whatever, especially if it's easy hairstyles, because I literally don't know what to do with it at all. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!